evening, friends. Happy Friday, surprise. Decided to pop on and see what you guys are doing, see how your weekend is going. Maybe have a chat, toss some cards, Hi, Sherry. So yeah, we have just finished a major heat wave here in Ontario. So hot, you guys. So hot. Temperatures about 35 degrees Celsius, which easy conversion to Fahrenheit. You take the number, you double it, and then you add 30, right? So in the high 90s. And then with the humidex, it's been like 105, 104, 106. Honestly, with the humidity, like just felt like a wet noodle. Like imagine, if you will, that you were pasta being thrown on the wall. That's literally how you felt all week long. So the heat wave finally broke this morning. Woohoo! We are thrilled. And now it's just like damp, and it's supposed to rain all weekend. So yay. So there's that. And I want to show you guys this little picture. We bought Rosie, our puppy. Well, she's not a puppy anymore, but I still call her puppy. And we bought her a little kiddie pool, right, to help keep her cool when she was outside. Oh my gosh, you guys. So here's me out in the backyard. I got more use out of the pool than the dog did. So there I am sitting there with my feet in the kiddie pool trying to stay cool. Eventually, she did enjoy it. She did pop in, which I was kind of surprised about. At first, she wasn't a fan, but anything to help cool her off. There's Quincy coming to say hi. Whoops, wrong way. Hi, Quince. Say hi, baby. Say hi. Say hi to all the people. So you're going to come up for a visit? Okay, so you take the temperature. So if it was like 30 degrees, right, you double that number. So you come to 60 and then you add 30. So it's 90. That's like just like an easy sort of conversion, if you will. And hello, Stephanie, by the way. Hi, Lisa Foster. It's good to see you. Hi, K Travel. Hi, JR. How you doing, love? So yeah, so just, gross. It's basically what it's been. Oh, Lisa, he knows he's beautiful. Don't let it go to his head though, right? So this is the backyard, friends. That's not a really good view. Can you guys see that okay? I don't know if that's any better. If I turn it this way, if you guys will get it. So at a particular time of night, so, like 5, 6 o'clock at night, it just is a beautiful sort of serene backyard because we have so many trees around us and it's really super shady and the sun is sort of in the background and it's gorgeous. And we bought this beautiful gazebo. So we have a gazebo, a hard roof gazebo that's out there now. And then we bought another one that sort of attaches to the back of the house. This one has like a roof and like a screen, like a net sort of thing around it. So, but it's been literally too hot to like go outside and enjoy it. I hoped that we would be able to go outside tonight and, do the Friday fire pit thing, but the weather is just not going to cooperate. So I apologize for that. Hi, Linda. How are you? Yeah, not 3. No, not 3. Oh, thank you, Kay. So, yeah, just felt like popping on. I haven't seen you guys in a wee bit. What is everyone doing? What's everyone up to? How's it going for everybody? Honestly, this week I thought I was going to. So here's the thing, right? We all know that Kelly has anxiety. And this is a whole new thing for me. This is like a new sort of feeling, right? I would say in the last like 10 years-ish, When I know that there's bad weather coming, whether it be cold or hot, I almost tend to like panic. I love fresh air and I love to have the windows open. I love to have fresh air coming in all the time. And when I feel like I cannot get out to fresh air, or when I feel like I can't breathe in fresh air, I start to like panic. And we don't have central air in this house because it's an old house and it doesn't have ducts. So we had to, we have like window units in, right? And yes, they do a great job. And, I'm very grateful that we have them, but it doesn't like cool off the whole house. So you kind of got to move around the house, right? So in the morning, this part of the house, the back of the house is cool and the front is warm. But then you flip and then you have to go to the living room. And there was a couple of days last week because it was so incredibly hot. And by the way, the heat wasn't moving at nighttime, right? So it was like 30 degrees like all day long, right? Anyway, I'm not really complaining. I'm just explaining. So, you're literally sitting there in front of the air conditioner and you're like, don't move. Because if I go into the kitchen, I'm going to break into a sweat. If I go to the bathroom, I'm going to break into a sweat. It's kind of like that kind of a thing. So I've been trying to do things to perk myself up, to cheer myself up. And honestly, the first thing that I wanted to do was to pop on live and just, get in touch with my peoples. You know what I mean? Like I want to give you all a hug. It's like, I need to have a conversation. Oh no, your car. Oh dear. Sorry, Lisa. Hi, Pooja. Oh, it's hot in Portland as well. Linda says raining every other day. Roads closed due to river flooding. Oh no. Yes, absolutely. The sleeping is the worst, right? Thank you, Kay. Yes, I mean, hey, JR, you got to do what you got to do, right? So what I was trying to explain is just like when I know that I feel that way, I have to do things to sort of like bring myself back to reality and not allow myself to get too far ahead of myself. But I was constantly looking at the weather network, like, when is it going to end? When is it going to end? And I imagine myself like the proverbial movie with the jail cell scene where they're like, counting the days down with the X's. Literally, that's what I was doing. And it was supposed to be over on Thursday, meaning it was supposed to end Wednesday night going into Thursday, but then it was extended from Thursday going into Friday. And it was just like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to make it. But friends, clearly I've made it. Emerald Buddha, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. How are you? Let's check in on Quincy, who's not at all watching us. Do you see this? Quincy? Quince. Oh, hi. What are you doing? So that's how my week's been. Just trying to stay cool, really. What other exciting things happened? Literally, we got the kiddie pool for the dog, and I utilized it and felt pretty good about it. Wow, Pooja. Well, here we had a heat wave, but it wasn't quite that hot. We were about 40-ish, 41, 39 on the humidex Celsius on the humidex scale. The puppy is out in the living room with Daddy. She got herself a haircut. Maybe we can ask Daddy to bring her in here if you guys want to see her. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys, my sister's air conditioner kicked the bucket on Monday. Thank gosh she was able to get it fixed. texting my husband. I can't talk and type and text all at the same time. Have any of you guys been watching the Karen Read trial? Do you guys know about that trial? I am hooked, line and sinker in that trial, friends. Hooked. Right, JR? I mean, for real. For real. So the trial is taking place in Massachusetts. Hi, Jessica Lynn. Good to see you, my friend. And she is on trial for the death of her boyfriend, who was a Boston police officer. Friends, it is a situation, and we have another visitor. Hello. Hello. Hi. Oh my God. Hi. You nut? Come here and say hi to me. Come here. Ruff. Ruff. What? You see why we don't go live with the puppy friends? Come here. Come here to mommy. She's like, something's happening. Something's happening. Come here. What are you doing? Come here and see me. Do you have something to say? Here we are, friends. Say hi, Rosie. Rosie, look. Look. She's a big girl. She got her summer haircut. Yes, she's got her summer haircut. She's all set to go. Yes. Aw, they're seeing you at your beautifuls. Yeah, it's your beautifuls. Do you want to sit on the desk? She doesn't like to be held like this. Can I have a kiss? Oh, here. There. Sit on the desk and say hi to everybody. Look over here. Look over here. Look. 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 There you are. Hi. What are you doing? She's the daddy's girl from Friday to Monday. She's like, ooh, I like being up here. You showing everybody your bum? Oh, who's that, Quincy? Oh, Austin's here. Hi, Austin. We have all of the animals in the house, friends. What? Can I have a kiss? Can you sit? Good girl. Thank you. I love you too, little paw. Yes. Yes. Can I have the other paw? No, this one. Good girl. Can I have a kiss? 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 No, kiss. Kiss. Okay. Okay, come on. Let me put you down. Ooh. Say bye to everybody. Say bye-bye. Oh, there you go. Go see Daddy. Hi, Austin. Hi, bud. So basically, the cats go wherever the dog isn't. That's what's happening. Hi, Isadora. Oh my gosh, yes, she is getting big. She's 20 pounds, which is like her max, apparently. Hi, Ellen. Hello, Pop-Up Kelly. So yeah, so we're just here. So here's one thing that I did over the week, talking about my anxiety and trying to keep myself, calm during the heat wave so I didn't freak out. One thing I did was I came up with a spread that I'm gonna go live on Sunday night at 7 And we're going to try that out. So join me if you want to have a free reading on Sunday, and we'll do that. And the videos are back up. I want to say, well, I have some of you here, how much I truly appreciate your patience as I've navigated this last couple of months, because it's been a lot. You know, this channel means so much to me. Oops, sorry, I didn't turn my volume off. You know, this channel means so much to me, and I care about the content. You know, I care about doing a good job and putting forth the, you know, good stuff. And I don't want to just put out videos if I'm not feeling it. And there's many times where I've come back to the office and I've, you know, tried to like record videos or whatever, and I'm just not in the right space. And so I don't put it out. And so I really appreciate your support and your patience while I navigated this space. Anyway, I feel like I'm good now. Things are getting back on track in a really beautiful way, and the videos are out. They didn't do so hot. I've lost a crap ton of subscribers, but I'm not here to, you know, for the views and the subscriptions. And, you know, I've had my monetization turned off for months. I'm here because it's important to me and because I love it. And so I'm just very grateful for the support. So I want to say that. Do I think Karen Read is innocent or guilty? I don't think that she's guilty of what she's being charged with. What do you think, JR? Yeah, so the reason that I bring that up about a trial, so I watch a lawyer on YouTube here called Emily D. Baker, right? I think she's wonderful. She's such a personality. I mean, on top of, additionally, to being such an incredibly intelligent young lady. She is just such a presence, right? Like I love her presence on the screen, and she really helps to sort of she helps with the legalese of it all, right? Because she is a licensed attorney. Anywho, one of the things that she says, so like she's doing a stream and there's like 30 some odd thousand people in the chat. Friends, can you imagine? Like there's 7 of you here. There was 12. People are leaving, apparently. But there's 30,000 people in the chat, if you can imagine. And one of the things that she says is, you know, like, if you have outside knowledge, don't bring it in, because we are looking at this as if we are jurors. The jurors don't have the ability to look up stuff. They're not supposed to have any outside knowledge. And it really has started me thinking in terms of this idea of judgment, right? How we just look at something and go, that's what that is, without really understanding why we feel that way. Sometimes it can be a good thing, and sometimes it can be a not so good thing. And I have to admit, like I've been invested in this trial, as I said in the beginning, 29 days in. I really liked the perspective that she approached the trial from, and I'm trying to use that perspective in other elements of my life, not just immediately thinking because I've seen something that means that has to be that way, and trying not to let outside influences sort of cloud my thought process or how I reach a conclusion about things, right? Yes, I agree. Isadora MTN has an attorney who has been following her trial. Like there's lots of lawyers on YouTube that are following that trial. Emily Baker is just one that I watch. There are some others that are really, really good as well. And I agree, JR. I think that it was sort of, she was easy to sort of, like if you like pick out from the crowd, I guess is the best way to say it. But like I could have read on it, right? I didn't want to read on it because I was watching it so much. I've never really wanted to toss any cards on it. I mean, because at the end of the day, right? No matter how I feel, like I'm not talking for anyone else. I'm talking about me, and I'm sort of continuing on with what I was talking about a moment ago about the lawyer that I watch, and how she sort of says to everyone in the chat, no spoilers and no outside influences because we're looking at this as if we are jurors, right? The point that I'm trying to make is at the end of the day, there is a person that is on trial for murder, right? So potentially their life. And there is also the victim's family that is looking for justice and some, truth, closure, whatever, healing. And we cannot let outside influences cloud our judgment when we have such an important thing that is waiting in the wings, right? The balance of the situation. And I sort of like the perspective, when you're going about your business and you're not thinking that this is a teaching moment, and then all of a sudden you realize that you were just taught something very valuable. That's kind of how I have felt throughout this trial. So that's been interesting, super interesting. What else have I done? Oh, you know what else? You guys know how I love to decorate my living room. And, I do all like different colors and stuff. So I was trying to come up with a different color. I just wanted something different and I couldn't decide. So I did all three. So I have, oh, you know what I could do? Do you guys want to see it? I could like email it to myself. How do I do that? Clearly, I can't think quick on my feet, friends. So, oh, and then I have this. Oh, here's the gazebo out in the backyard. I didn't even know that I had this. Can you guys see that? Let me turn it this way. So it's an enclosure kind of deal, right? That goes on the back of the house. So hopefully we can go out there when it's not so hot. Look at this guy. This guy is right outside our front door. Hi, Quincy. So we were sitting there one night outside, and all of a sudden we heard this like, kind of like commotion. And it was like, what the heck is the commotion? And this little bird popped its head out. And we're like, oh, didn't expect him to be in there. We also have raccoons in our garage, so that's lovely. And they are chattering their brains out. They're very talkative. Very talkative, aren't they, bud? Yeah, they're very talkative. All right, screenshots, camera, living room. Okay. So, no, I don't want to do that. 1, 2, 3. Share. Okay. Yes, definitely hard to go against the blue line for sure. I'm emailing these pictures to myself so I can share them on my screen and show you guys what I have been doing in the living room. It just brings me so much joy to have my home, nice. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to change the whole vibe of your room. And I've really enjoyed it. But friends, I need to stop because I've literally run out of real estate. I don't have any room to keep the stuff anymore. And so I've had to buy plastic totes to put this stuff in. But anyways, I'm having a hoot. That's the important bit. That is the important bit. Okay. Bear with me, friends. Bear with me. All right. So we're going to download. Okay. Then we're going to present. Share screen. No, that's not going to work. Present. No. Talk amongst yourselves while I try to figure this out. Oh my gosh, it shouldn't be this difficult, friends. It really, really shouldn't. Oh, sorry, no singing allowed. No singing allowed. What in the heck? Where did they go? Where did they go? Well, you'll just have to take my word for it. Hi, Hershey. All right, my friend Stephanie, have a good night. And we do have to get together because we missed our get together that we planned. Anywho, this is what I did. So I went purple. I mean, big surprise, right? I did teal, like a lovely aqua teal color. And there's another color coming up. So I'm just going to show you on my phone because I'm technically challenged and I can't figure it out. So just so that you guys can see, I'm showing you the same picture over and over and over again. So this is when it was blue. Can you guys see that okay? This is when it was blue. This was in, oh, you can't see that at all. This is supposed to be like a very light, like think cherry blossom pink. You can see it great on my phone, but not so great on the camera. And now we have the teal blue. Can you guys see that okay? The teal blue. Hi, Scorpio Mama. How are you doing, love? And here is the purple, the lavender. And I've just been having an absolute hoot. You know, just making the space feel happy and, you know, changing things up a little bit. And so I've been crafting, right? You know, those book stacks that, you know, I'm like 4 years behind the popular things. But see in the bottom corner there, the book stacks? See them? They're right there. Right? So I went and got a whole bunch of old books from a garage sale. And so I, you know, been painting and, you know, trying to think of the sayings that I want to put on the sides of them. Let me see if I can show you this. So, see that purple dish right there? That was a white dish and I painted it. And I've just been doing silly things like that. And This canister that's down here, this is like was a galvanized tin, and I did it, gave it a little whitewash thing. I love doing stuff like that. So just been having fun, right? Nothing extraordinary, nothing outside the box. Just doing Kelly things that make her happy. Planted my flowers in the garden. They all died, so there's that. And I forgot that I planted perennials last year, and I almost pulled them out because I thought they were weeds. Glad I didn't. Friends. Thanks, Hershey. Yeah, I haven't been doing a whole lot of lives. I think I've maybe done like 4 lives since January. I've just been having a tough time, and I've been trying to navigate, the space. And I'm happy to report that I'm feeling a lot better now. But, life is real. Crap happens. It is what it is. It is what it is. So the next color is like, I want you guys to think of like French provincial, like blue, kind of like that kind of vibe. And that's what I'm doing for the next color. And then we will move to green, which I've never done green before. I've got all of the elements for the green. And then we're going to move to, I'm not sure. I usually do yellow, but I might not do the yellow. I might just go right to like a rusty kind of orange kind of color for Thanksgiving. And then I have this whole other vibe that I've like gotten. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it is basically what I'm saying. You've pulled out flowers too, Isadora. Oh, do you not just feel like a dork when that happens? It's like, what? Like, I mean, I forgot, I don't know about you guys if you do gardening, but you put things in the garden and you're not, like, I don't plant my flowers so they all pop up at the same time. I plant them so that they kind of offset each other. And I go out there in this spring and it's like barren, there's nothing there. And it's like, one little thing popping out of the ground and you're like, that's a weed, right? Nope. Yes, I think so too, Linda. And I think like that's kind of my point, right? Like, it is what it is. I do feel a sense of responsibility because I have this channel, and I know that there are people that expect to see me. And so I legitimately feel badly that I haven't been consistent, but I'm not putting any kind of pressure on myself, which is something that I've had to learn in the course of having this channel, right? I used to beat myself up and spend hours. You all know that I did. I would sit here for days, trying to get these videos out. And I'm not saying that I don't try, but I know myself better now than I did in the beginning. And so I will listen to myself first, right? I am no good to myself or to anyone else if I'm not, grounded and centered and feeling good and positive and happy and healthy, et cetera, et cetera. So, in the latter part or the beginning part of this year, I tried to force myself, because this is no secret. When I show up here and I turn this camera on, you guys do something for me that I hope that that we do for each other, and I just sort of feel better overall. And I hoped that would happen, but it didn't. I have had so much negativity thrown at me and so much hate in some cases. I have been hurt. I have been knocked down, pushed over, and I'm just I had to step away. I had to step away. Linda, No truer words were ever said, because my mom loves to garden, and that's where I got the love of gardening from, was my mom. And when my mom passed and we were going through some of her stuff, I mean, I knew she did this, but I didn't know how in depth of a plan it was. I know she saved all of the tags. You know how you get the plants and it has like a little like, what do you call them? Like a plant identification sort of tag in it, or the actual tag. She would stick them all in a baggie, but she drew a map and it was all numbered and colored, etc. I didn't know she went to that extent. So she would know what everything was. And I mean, my garden is like this big. Hers was like that big, right? So it's not like I don't know that. And it's funny because I'm so organized about so many things, but I was just like, whatever. So, and last year it was really hot here, and it was humid. The bugs were bad, and I didn't spend a whole lot of time out in the garden last year. So I think that I kind of forgot. But anyhow, we're here talking about it. That's the important bit, right? Well, thank you, Isadora. I try to create a space where people feel, here's the thing. When I started this channel, I don't really know what my story was to tell, or what my mission was per se. But one of my goals was to take the blame and the shame out of saying out loud, I have a mental health disorder. And the second part was so that no one felt alone, right? To be able to create an environment in which it was okay if you said that out loud, And over the course of time, it has developed. I mean, when I started my channel, I didn't read cards. I didn't even know. I mean, I knew what tarot was. I'd seen them before. I didn't know that I had the ability to read, or, I mean, it never crossed my mind. And it just kind of happened. And so my channel is different within the spiritual community, because in the beginning, I didn't really have a spot. I sort of created a spot for myself. And, my expectations in the beginning were wildly out of touch. And I know that now. I didn't know that then. I know that now. And now I'm more balanced. And so now I care more about the content that I put out than the quantity of what I put out. And this is a hard graft, sitting here, finding time. I don't care what your channel is about, or what you're talking about, or what you're doing. I mean, you could be like repairing refrigerators, it doesn't matter. You have to really enjoy it to be able to stick with it, because I'm telling you guys, the negativity can be brutal. And you've all seen it in the different channels that you watch, the negativity. And it doesn't have to be about, someone said something terrible to you or about you. Doesn't even have to be something like that. It could just be like your lighting is bad, or your camera is bad, or your audio is bad, or like, why didn't you put a video out on Friday? Because you used to put a video out on Friday. Or, I don't like the way you do that, or you didn't say hi to me when I came into the chat, like those kinds of things. That's a lot of pressure. This doesn't come with a manual. Like there's no operator's manual for how you do this. And some people are, technically challenged. Some people are, afraid to turn a camera on and talk, and etc. And so it's there's a lot of things that happen. And when you're channeling spirit and trying to read cards and trying to have a conversation and keep track of everyone, hitting buttons, and like, this is a one-man band that I'm doing over here, and sometimes it's hard. And I guess my naivety thought that people would be understanding and patient. And for the most part, people are. But I am human, and I have feelings, and all it takes is that one negative person to sort of pop your balloon, in hindsight, I'm kind of glad those things have happened, because I now have boundaries set up, and I will not get hurt again. But in the beginning, it was very difficult to navigate at first. Very difficult. You know, very, very difficult to navigate, because it's not quite as easy as just turning the camera on and going, hey. It's not quite that easy, right? I mean, maybe for some people it is. That has not been my experience, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, because it gave me my life back, right? Through the course of having this channel, and you know, being on this journey of exploring my spirituality, it's been healing, it's been helpful, it's been positive. I have been able to collaborate with some amazing people. I have, you know, created this family of subscribers, and we have had so much fun, and we've cried, and we've laughed, and we've shared so many, you know, great moments, so many sad moments, but together I just feel like we're, you know, we're connected in a way that I can't really articulate, and it's just been amazing. It's just been amazing. And so I don't want to walk away from that. I don't want to leave that. But when I show up, I want to be the very best Kelly that I can be for me and for you, right? And so now I've given myself permission to not have a schedule, if you will, right? Because I don't know on Tuesday if I'm going to feel like going live on Friday. And I just hope that when I do decide to go live, that you'll be here and you can watch it with me, or you can watch it in replay. That's all, right? And if 6 people are here, then that's fantastic. If 66 people are here, that's fantastic too. I don't have any preconceived notions about, you know, that. Because honestly, when you start YouTube, it's all about, you know, how many subscribers you have, and how many viewers you have, and how many clicks you get, and how many likes. That's not what it's about. That's not why I do this. I don't give of my time and my energy to do that because of how many thumbs up I get. Is it important? Sure. But is it the goal? No. The goal is this, right? That my heart has to be in the right place in order for me to do this. And in order for me to do this with my heart in the right place, it has to be, you know, on my terms. And when it's received well, right, by one person, by 6 people, by 66 people, etc., I feel fantastic. And I walk away feeling really, really good about what I just put out, or what I just did. And that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. To me, that's all that matters. Hi, Sharon Sipe. It's good to see you, my friend. Yes, we have been through an awful lot together, have we not, JR? But here's the thing. Look at us now. Look at us now. Right? It is so hard to remember, especially when you're in the thick of it, that any step is growth, right? Any step. It doesn't matter. Even if you feel that it is the proverbial step backwards, it's still growth, because you recognized that you weren't where you wanted to be, or weren't where you thought you should be, right? When you don't recognize it, that's when there's more of an issue. Do you know what I mean? That requires more self-reflection, more introspection. When you realize and recognize that you've taken a step in any direction, that's growth. That's movement. There's some clarity happening there. And that's to be celebrated. That should not be, you know, pushed to the side and be like, you know, that was no big deal, because it's a huge deal. It's a huge deal. But, you know, we're human beings, and sometimes we only focus on the negative, right? We don't ever focus on the positive, let's be honest. Really, the only time that we do that is when someone passes away, and then we talk about all the good things that they did. And don't, you know, we're not really real about it. Do you understand what I mean? What I'm saying? Yeah, and then you become stagnant. Absolutely, Isadora. And we don't want to do that, right? I don't know. Do you guys, I mean, because the stagnant feeling is like, I literally said to my husband tonight when he came home, he came in and, you know, how was your day? That kind of stuff. And I said that I was going to come to the back, right? To my office here because I have some work to do. I've got to get my videos out. And I literally said, I feel like I'm going to scream. And he said, why do you feel like you're going to scream? And I said, I just feel like I just need to like be around people. I just need to like do something. And he said, why don't you go live? And I said, you know what? I think I'm going to. I think that I don't probably express enough that you all, my lovely subscribers, are my connection to the outside world because I don't leave my house very often. And I can't really put into words how much that means to me that I have the ability to connect with the outside world in this way, right? Even though we are on the internet, I still feel like this is a very intimate space. And I love that you guys allow me into your space, right? Like wherever you are right now, whatever you're doing, I'm either, you know, maybe I'm in the kitchen, maybe I'm in the living room, maybe I'm outside, maybe I'm on a walk with you, maybe I'm in the grocery store, maybe I'm in the car. This is really cool. It's really, really cool. So for someone who doesn't feel safe sometimes going outside, the idea is not lost on me that I'm like everywhere. That's really, really neat. Not only neat, it's very touching, right? That you allow me into that space. I mean, because you know, I'm not like, you know, a newscaster on the local station. I'm just some chick, right? And so it's kind of really a neat concept. Anyways, enough of that. Emerald Buddha, it's been a long time since I've seen you, my friend. I hope you're doing okay. So what else is going on? What else is happening for you guys? Thank you, Linda. Thank you, JR. Well, you know, just that and that statement that you guys just said. I mean, that's growth, right? Because I'm not gonna lie. Maybe just 6 months ago, I might not have looked at it like that. I might have been upset by that, right? All right, Lisa, thank you so much for popping in. It's good to see you, my friend. I hope that everything is okay and that you're having a good weekend despite the car issues. Well, I'll send you lots of love and some extra prayers to get that looked after. But it was good to see you. Thank you for being here. Oh, Sharon, I'm so sorry. Blessings to you, my friend, and many, many hugs. Many, many hugs. I'm so sorry. And I'm happy to hear, Emerald, that you're doing fabulous. There's nothing greater than when you don't see someone for a little bit and you say, how are you doing? And they're like, I'm doing fabulous. Honestly, it makes you feel so good. Oh, thank you. And I'm glad to be on. I'm glad you guys are here. Listen, there's no greater fear than, well, there's probably a lot of greater fears, but when you're a YouTube content creator and you say you're going to pop on live and like it's crickets, nobody's here, it's like, yikes. It is hard to talk to yourself. Just saying. You know, when it's planned. I mean, I can talk to myself all day long when it's not planned, you know, like if I was doing, you know, life in general. But you turn that camera on and there's no one here and you're like, so we're just going to talk amongst ourselves. It's hard. That little light comes on and like, you know, it affects you in different ways, right? You know, speaking of people that, you know, family members that have passed away, I did a reading for the for last Sunday's oracle message, and it was a message from my dad and from Spirit for Father's Day. I can't tell you guys, it was such a powerful reading. Such a powerful reading. If you have experienced any kind of hurt, you know, pain in that particular way, I really encourage you to watch it. I actually watched it myself, even though I did it, but I watched it again when I did the premiere because I was in the chat, and then I watched it again a little while after that, like a day or two after that, and I'm still taking away stuff from it. I think for me personally, for the passing of my parents specifically, it's been difficult to let go of, you know, stuff. I am no different than every other human on the planet, because I think that when someone passes, we all have stuff that we're trying to sort out, good, bad, or otherwise. And it was just really lovely to be able to, just the way that that message unfolded was really an amazing thing. And I don't want to give it away because I'd love it if you would watch it, because that would really help the channel, because the channel's not doing great. Don't know if you guys have noticed or not. But anyway, I asked Spirit and my dad to come through for the message. And as I was revealing the cards, it seemed like it was Spirit doing me, if you will, like a reading for Kelly. And that's not what the intention was, but I was rolling with it, right? But in the end, I realized that it wasn't just my cards, that not only I had to go through those steps, but my father was also having to go through those steps as well. So incredibly healing. You know, things happen and we don't recognize their significance. That was something that like literally stopped me in my tracks. And I sat back here for hours thinking about it, just like looking at those cards and thinking about the message. And I just kept going like, wow, was amazing and incredible and emotional. I mean, I was a mess. I was crying the whole bit, but like it was beautiful, right? So healing. Yeah. I think, you know, like it's like something that no one can really prepare you for. A lot of people don't talk about it. There's not only the actual event of the people, parents specifically, that are that are gone, but there is like a whole family dynamic shift, at least in my experience, that happens that I don't know that anyone really could prepare you for, right? All of a sudden, what you did is not what you're doing now, and it's not because of anything that you've done. It's just literally like it, because it's Tuesday now and everything is different. And if you don't have the right sort of positive support system around you to remind you that it doesn't have to be that way. Yes, the reality is that things have changed, because yesterday was different. Today is not the same as yesterday. But if they can point you in the right direction, that now you can carry on traditions, you can incorporate those old things and bring them forward and mold them and make them into something different, better, your own spin on it, that kind of vibe. There seems to be this, I don't know if pressure is the right word, but that's what comes to my mind. This expectation that things are going to be done a certain way because that's the way we've always done them. And now we don't have the people that used to be in the leadership roles to do those things. And somehow it feels, like, I don't know, take Christmas, for example, right? If you celebrate Christmas, well, mom was the Christmas person and mom did all the cooking and mom did all the baking and mom bought all the gifts and now all that. Now I feel like I have to do it because who else is going to do it if my mom doesn't? Like, that kind of pressure is really unnecessary. And I personally don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's healthy. I put all of that kind of pressure on myself and I botched it so badly because of all the pressure I put on myself. I was literally frozen. Like, I can't do it because I'm going to screw it up kind of thing. And I don't feel that now at all. Like, at all, I don't feel that. But it took me a long time to get to that spot. Like, a long time, friends. Long time. All right, smoke break. Yeah, I agree, the drama around it. And because listen, nobody tells us how to deal with grief, right? Nobody tells us what's going to happen when someone passes away. No one tells us that there are resources, that there are people that we can talk to. You either come from the school, it seems. You either come from the school where everyone sits down and talks about it, or you don't say a word and you just like forge on, right? There doesn't seem to be like a whole like middle sort of ground, gray area where it's like, well, how do you feel today? Kind of thing, right? Well, hello, my friend. It is good to see you, Tammy. How are you doing? And it's the allowing ourselves, I think, what is the word that I'm trying to find? It is allowing ourselves this space to really like deal with that and heal that sense of like lost, because that's how I literally was like, now what do I do? Like, I don't know what to do. And it's like, I do know what to do. I do know what to do. But again, like so many things in our life, we are taught not to put that out there, not to say, this is how I feel, right? Or taught to, especially if you come from a particular generation, you are taught to, stifle it and just forge forward. And that's difficult, right? It's difficult to navigate for anybody. Difficult to navigate. Sorry. But anyways, yeah. So if you have an opportunity, if you feel like it, watch that Sunday Oracle message from last week. It was super powerful. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, that little guy over there, right there, Austin. Just after we got him, we had a leak in our hot water heater. Not a leak, but like the valve was leaking, so we had like a bucket sort of under it. Anyways, he was drinking some rusty water, and he was so sick. I mean, oh my gosh, he was sick, friends. And we had to take him to the emergency vet over that. Thank God. I mean, he was fine in a couple of days. It's so hard, when like a little child or an animal gets sick because they can't communicate, they can't tell you, what's happening, what's wrong, right? That panic is awful. Let's send some love and assistance to Tammy's sickly kitty. Some healing vibes. Will the cat drink water, Tammy? Oh, you don't know what they ate? Yeah, that's tough. Maybe you could just try to encourage the water, and um so that it like hopefully will pass. Like, is it eating and drinking okay? Because that's usually a good sign that like they're working through it, right? Another thing that you could do, Tammy, listen, you are very connected to spirit. You could try doing some healing on the cat yourself, right? Oh, here we're about to have a scrap. Quincy, be nice to Charlotte, please. Quincy, Quincy, Quincy. Probiotics, antibiotics, and fluids under the skin. Look at Charlotte. Can you guys see Charlotte spinning around the leg of the chair? You could, get your crystals, do a special prayer, right? And have the cat sort of in front of you, beside you, on your lap, whatever, and just place your hands around the cat's, like sort of like along its digestive system, and send it some healing love and some healing energy. The probiotics and the antibiotics will definitely help. Definitely help. That's what they gave to Austin. Rosie's had it. Charlotte, what are you doing, darling? Do not. Your brother's like, leave me alone. I'm sleeping. Why are you bothering me? Charlotte, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What? No, nothing. Continue to do that, Tammy. It's not lost. It's not lost. And if anything, if the cat's feeling poorly, they'll probably really enjoy that, right? Listen, the fact that the cat wants to eat, that's a really good sign. I remember that when we first got Rosie wasn't feeling well, right? Like within, I don't know, like the first couple of months, she wasn't feeling well. I mean, she really wasn't feeling well. We don't need to get into the graphics, but she really wasn't feeling well. And at one point at 4:30 in the morning, I was up, cooking food for her because nothing was agreeing with her. And we got her sorted out. It's and she had to go to the vet. She had to get antibiotics, a whole bit. It's a lot when they don't feel good because, like I said, they can't tell you, right? It just breaks your heart, right? Aw, Tammy. So sorry that's your experience. That's awful. What are you guys doing? They're all up to no good back here. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. It's like they're waiting. They're any minute now. They're going to go like absolutely cray cray behind me. They are not happy either because it's been so hot. Like I said, with the heat wave, like the windows have been closed and, you know, the fans are going and stuff. And they don't like that. Sorry, Charlotte's behind the drape and Quincy's like in front of the drape, and they just like sort of like went at each other. I don't know how the drapes are still standing, actually, or hanging, I should say. Yeah, that is. I mean, it's always the worst. The unknown is the worst, right? Oh, Linda, like no truer words ever said. Rosie was absolutely bonkers today. She was in the living room. I'm watching TV, and all of a sudden she just like starts growling, and I mean like she's upset. You know, she's seen like a prowler approach the house, kind of upset. She is just like barking and growling, and the window's closed, the TV's on, the house is totally quiet. I don't know what the heck she's going on. I'm like, you know, you're fine, you're okay. I get up, I go over, try to console her, pet her, you're okay. She gets off of the stool. She's running around the house just like, rah, 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 and I'm like, what in the hell? And I'm like, do you not feel okay? Like, what do you want? Right? I give her like a treat, like one of those like Dentabone things, right, that the dogs love to chew on. I take her outside. You know, she goes outside. She runs around the whole backyard. Rah, 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 and I'm like, what? Like, she was like that for hours, right? I brought her inside. I tried to play with her. Like, no, nothing. Gave her food, offered her like fresh water. She likes to chew on like ice cubes. She didn't, no, nothing. Nothing was doing anything for her. She was just like whatever. And so I was like, it must be the full moon. I don't know. I felt a little caged up earlier. I was saying that we had a heat wave all last week, and so I was feeling a little bit like caged. I was struggling, but now that the heat wave has left, I'm much better. You guys want a card? I never even like said we were going to do cards. You guys want a card? Whoops. Jeepers creepers. It is National Indigenous Peoples Day here in Ontario. So I thought I would pull from the Native Spirit Oracle, this one here. Let me know if you want a card, or I'll just pull cards in general. They've got a rag or a sock. And where did you get that from? Well, I don't know about that, Tammy, but I will say this, love. just as a reminder, and I mean this from a really, really positive place, from a loving place. There is no light without a shadow. Right? All right, Linda wants a card. Let's see what we can get for Linda. And I'll read out of the book what it says. I love these cards. All right. Aw, Linda, look at what you got. You've got gathering your tribe. Gathering your tribe. You know, every time I use this book, I say, the book is in alphabetical order, and I still cannot find what I'm looking for. I don't know what that says about me, but anyway. So the card meaning for gathering your tribe. Linda, this is for you. You are loved, and you are lovable. You deserve love. Support in all forms is flowing to you. There is so much love around you, you can relax. Communicate from your heart. Share your truth. You are safe. Diminish your time with those who do not empower you or believe in you. Your native spirit wants you to know that the Gathering Your Tribe card chooses you, Linda. This means that sustenance in all forms is flowing into your life. Your people are those who resonate with you. Your people can include animals, plants, minerals, and trees, as well as people. Be willing to ask for what you want in life. This is the time to put your needs before the needs of others. Your tribe is waiting to support and nurture you as you nurture yourself. Sometimes your friends are more your family than blood relatives. Find your people and cherish them. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Isn't that awesome? I love that. Hi, Lady Silver. No, you are not too late, my friend. It's good to see you too. It's been a bit. Been a minute. Aw. See, Linda, that is why I'm here. That makes me feel so good. All right, so that was for Linda, gathering her tribe, bringing people together. You know, and that's what, you know, summers are about, right? Like, think about, you know, meals, picnics, barbecues, gathering together with friends, campfires, going for walks, just feeling at one, but with others. Do you know what I mean? You know, you go for a walk and you might say hi to your neighbor that you wouldn't otherwise be able to say hi to because you weren't outside at the same time because you were trying to get in the house quickly or whatever the case may be. Think of it that way. All right, this is for JR. My awesome friend, JR. What does Spirit have for JR? It's really hard to concentrate with these guys acting a fool behind me, but I'm trying my best. All right, we have offerings. What a beautiful card that is. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Offerings. MNOP. I don't know, friends, some days. All right, so for JR, the card meaning. The universe is grateful for you. You are a gift to the world. Feel gratitude for everything in your life, even the things that don't seem perfect. Appreciation for everything flows through you in great bounty. Cherish the preciousness of life and everyone and everything around you, and thus you will be cherished. Your native spirit wants you to know that every native culture throughout history has made offerings, often on a daily basis. Offerings were made to the sun, the earth, the plants and animals, and to everything in creation. The offerings varied culture to culture, but they were always made with a feeling of extreme appreciation for the bounty of life. Gratitude was the secret to a joy-filled life. True thankfulness can work like modern-day alchemy in your life, yielding happiness and peace beyond imagination. And it's simple. Find what's good and wonderful in every moment. No matter what's happening around you, there's always something to be grateful for. Whatever you appreciate in life will grow. So discover what you're thankful for, even the people and situations you may have found challenging, and watch the miracles unfold. Outstanding. 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 I'm just trying to make sure that I haven't forgotten anybody. Absolutely, Pooja, I got you. Lady Silver. I gotta make sure that I got everybody so that I didn't miss anything. Right? Beautiful message for JR. All right. So now let's make sure that I've got everybody, because I have my suspicions. JR. All right, Emerald Buddha. Emerald Buddha. What does Spirit want Emerald Buddha to know? Wow, look at this card. Gorgeous. Owl Medicine. For Emerald Buddha. The card meaning is wisdom, illumination, intuition, clairvoyance, and deep insight abound. Go within. Profound majesty and grace is available to you simply by pulling your awareness inward. Ancient knowledge is emerging within you. You know the truth. Trust your perception. You are a truth seeker and a truth sharer. Nurture the feminine spirit within you. Sorry, my nose was itchy. Your native spirit wants you to know, in some indigenous cultures, the men say that they're afraid of the owl because it represents the power of women, and they're in awe of, and even afraid of, the power of women. Other native cultures call the owl the night eagle, for it has the majesty of the eagle but works silently in the darkness of night. In Western cultures, the owl sits on the shoulder of Athena and also of Merlin, revealing sacred truths. When this card chooses you, you are at the advent of a time of illumination and transformation. Wow, that's powerful. That is powerful, my friends. Yeah, I got you, Tammy. That is very powerful for Emerald Buddha. All right, this one is for you, Tammy. Farewell Buddha, thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you, my friend. Blessings. Wow. That's so incredibly generous. You almost moved me to tears. Thank you so much. Tammy, you got 2 cards. So I have to think that one is for you and one is for Kitty. And wait till I show you these cards. You got Medicine Bag and Nature Spirits. So I'm going to do Medicine Bag first, because that's literally what I felt when I saw that, is that Medicine Bag was for Kitty. So this is for Sickly Kitty. Card meaning: gather your resources, be discerning. Vast inner power is growing in your life. Step back and let it grow. There are times to shine brightly for all to see, and there are also times to choose carefully who sees your true self. Choose wisely. Do not make hasty decisions. If it doesn't feel right, hold back. You're protected from any less than positive influences. Your capacity and potential are growing in leaps and bounds. Your native spirit wants you to know it's traditional and indigenous cultures to carry a medicine bag or medicine bundle as a form of protection, and also a way to access your personal power through the sacred objects that are held there. The items in the medicine bag each contain potent qualities that allow one's abilities to magnify and also help one commune with the Creator. As your power grows, take time to protect it, just as you protect a seedling in the early months, and then later, once it's an established tree, it can withstand the storms of time. Protect your growing power, and it will become as mighty as an ancient oak. So to me, this is like you doing the meds, right? You doing the prayers, you doing the healing work with the cat. The cat is resting and conserving its energy and sort of building its power back up to be able to bounce back and get back to what it wants to do, what it loves to do. So don't lose hope. Hang in there, my friend. And now we will go to Nature Spirits, which is the card that we got for you. Okay, here we go. And Lady Silver, you're up next, love. This card meaning: joy, delight, peaks of carefree abandon, living wildly, magically, and free. Be open to the wonders of the universe flooding into your life. Innocence and delight are abounding. Happiness is on its way. Your native spirit wants you to know almost every indigenous culture recounts stories of fairies, often called little people, and nature spirits. Although some of the fairies act in protection of their wild lands and should be treated with care and respect, most often they bring blessings and delight to all in their realm. If this native spirit card chooses you, then welcome to a wellspring of joy and magic. Beneath the surface, mystical interventions are occurring in your life. Relax, all is well. Remember what I said about no light without a shadow? What is that opportunity? That opportunity is for growth and for healing. Right? We can't be afraid of a shadow once we know that the shadow exists. Right? And when we know that the shadow exists, then we invite light in. Therefore, decreasing the size of the shadow. And the happiness that is here, right? The joy and the delight really comes from peace and from hope. that there are better things to come, right? I hope that helped, my love. Many blessings to you, Tammy. Aw, thanks, JR. Blessings to you, my friend. All right, for Miss Lady Silver. Aw, that's beautiful. Tammy, listen, worry is so many people's biggest hurdle to get through. You worrying about something is not going to change the outcome. But you recognizing that you worry is a good thing. That's growth. Don't discount that. Don't shove that off, right? Embrace it. And try to work with it rather than working against it. Meaning, don't allow the worry to stop you from doing what you need to do. Embrace the worry and say, okay, so I worry. That's who I am. But I'm going to use the worry to help me so that I can grow, right? Maybe it helps you because you have extra energy, and I don't know, maybe the way that you dispense your energy is by cleaning. Maybe it's by cooking. Maybe it's by, going for a walk. Use it to work with it rather than working against it. I don't know why, but that's what came to mind. So I hope that helps, my friend. And also, if you're sitting under the full moon, say right now, close your eyes, look up in the moon and say, I release what no longer serves me, what I can no longer control, right? I'm letting go of the worry and I'm inviting into my life joy and happiness. Just release it. I release all negativity. Just let go of it. All right, for Lady Silver, what does Spirit want Lady Silver to know? For Lady Silver. Lady Silver. Of course, it's this card. Why wouldn't it be? You have ancestors. Look at that gorgeous card. Look at it. Beautiful. All right, ancestors. The ancestors are speaking. The card meaning. Wisdom is blossoming. Even if there are unsettling situations in your life, there is a reason for it, and much good will occur as a result. Your ancestors are sending you incredible support to fulfill your dreams. Be aware of the coincidences, signs, and synchronicities around you. Watch for messages from your forebears. No matter what's occurring on the surface of your life, your prayers are being answered in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. Your native spirit wants you to know there is wisdom that dwells deep within your cells. That's a spiritual bequest from your ancestors. This wisdom has come not only from your forebears' joyous, carefree times, it has also also bloomed from their failures, deflated dreams, and seemingly wrong turns in life. Part of their message to you is to cherish every experience, for all of it will deepen your wisdom, compassion, and understanding as it did theirs. Also know that there's an innate wisdom within you. I mean, friends, she is amazing. If you haven't already gone and checked out her channel and checked out what she does, or seen her on a show, or seen her here with me, she is amazing. So yes, you have it within you. It's simply a matter of turning within order to access it. Native people always call on their ancestors for support. To ask for their help is to walk the native path. Sometimes you may be so focused on what's outside you that you forget that wisdom is available to you from the spirit of your ancestors. I mean, I know that your grandma is always with you, always talking to you. At least I believe it's your grandmother, right? Be willing to ask, for they want to support you. You don't have to answer me, but I'm feeling like you think that they wouldn't understand something, or that they don't understand something, or there's some kind of judgment maybe about something. And they're trying to let you know that it's okay. Even what, and I don't know this, it's just what I'm vibing. Even what we perceive as a wrong direction is still a direction. It's a step. It's a learning curve. It's growth if we allow ourselves to view it that way, right? I don't like the word mistake, because for all the wrong turns that I feel that I have made in my life, I'm still here. And right now, right here in this moment, this is the best place to be, because I'm alive. Right? And I have a great life, and I have a wonderful support system, and I have an amazing family, an amazing husband, amazing subscribers. I have an amazing channel. I've found this amazing connection, this great gift, this wonderful ability. What a blessing. So all those wrong turns could have been wrong turns. They could have been mistakes. But guess what? They all led me to here. And it's pretty flipping great right now. There you go. Aw, thanks, Tammy. See, this is the thing, right? It's like, this is what I was talking about earlier. This, what we're doing right here, not just the cards, but the connection that we're having, right? You saying that, and I'm saying this, and then this person is saying that. That's why I do this. That's why I started this. I didn't start this to have 500,000 subscribers. Listen, I'm not saying that I don't want 500,000 subscribers, because who wouldn't, right? It would be great. But I started this because I care. And because this, what we're doing right now, is so important to each of us, to me as well as to you. Right? So I appreciate more than I can articulate how much it means to me when someone says, that makes sense. I understand that. I get that. I was led here for a reason, right? I suddenly feel like I'm with people rather than being by myself. If you understand what I'm saying, right? Hopefully, did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't miss anyone. I hope that I got everybody. Let me know if I did. Aw. Oh, Pooja, so sorry, honey. So sorry. See, I knew I was going to forget somebody. You know, I get on my soapbox. I forget myself. I'm so sorry. Thank God you guys understand me. Sometimes I'm a mess. Linda's paying attention. Linda's like, Pooja. Hi, Grandma Molly. Hi, Grandma Molly. All right. Thank you for understanding, Pooja. All right. Spirit for Pooja. What do we have for Pooja, Spirit? Okay. That was fast, wasn't it? You've got Vision Quest. Vision Quest. All right. Sacred seeker. Take time away from people and situations. Step back. I don't know why my nose is so itchy. Sorry. Like, because I'm allergic to dogs and cats might have something to do with it. And I have like all these animals at my house. Anyway, moving on. Step back and withdraw. Inner truth is emerging and stillness, let me start that again. Inner truth is emerging in stillness, but first you need to retreat. Know that you're guided. Look for your answers in different ways. The answers are around you. Watch for signs in the coming days. Trust that your life is being directed. Your native spirit wants you to know, in earth-based cultures, larger questions about life are often answered on vision quests or solo retreats in nature. Questions such as, who am I? What am I meant to do with my life? And what is my mission and my purpose in life? Were often answered on quests of various kinds. Even if you don't have burning questions, when this card chooses you, it's telling you to take time away from your ordinary life. Take time to explore the depths of your soul. Your soul knows the truth. Take time in quietude to discover what truth is. The answers to your questions are all around you, but you must be still to hear these messages. So I think this weekend, Pooja, you need to do some quiet, take time for yourself, have a bubble bath, go for a walk, read a book, just relax. Maybe do some meditation and just like allow the world to sort of like slow down behind you. I feel like you're sort of like going in 8,000 directions all at once, and you may not even be aware that I feel like you're like, what's the word I'm looking for? You're like disattached almost, right? Like you're so busy that you're not really seeing what's in front of you. So maybe just like take a step back, slow down a little bit, and allow yourself to, the saying, stop to smell the flowers, that kind of vibe. Just allow yourself to smell the flowers, right? If nothing else, what does it hurt? It just allows you the opportunity to have that moment, right? This is so important, and I learned this in the beginning of my journey with my anxiety. That a clear mind is a happy mind, right? My mind was going in so many different directions and so filled with so much stuff that I wasn't able to sort through anything. It was just cluttered constantly. And we all know this because we've all done it. If you go and you clean the living room, the bedroom, the kitchen, you just tidy up a little bit, you feel better. Your mind is no different. And sometimes all it takes is just stepping outside or taking a bubble bath or just, turning on some nice music, reading a book. Just allow yourself that time. Doesn't have to be, an all-day event. It could be just a half an hour. You deserve that, right? So do that for yourself. Oh, look, it's 11:11. Thank you, Mommy. I love you and I miss you. Mm. Nothing makes me happier than seeing 11:11. Aw, you're welcome, Pooja. I sort of feel like I know you well enough, Pooja, through our interaction here to say this to you. I think that you try so hard to please so many people, and especially when you are a people-pleasing type of person. And I know this because I'm a people-pleasing kind of person as well. It's so important that we do take that time, because often we don't, because we put every other thing first and every other person first. So it's important to do that. Right? It's important to do that. This has been so fun, hasn't it, guys? Take a sip. You know, I haven't bought any cards recently, or anything like that. But you know what I have done? I did break out one of my favorite, well, not my favorite, but one of my favorite tarot decks. This is the Herb Crafter deck. Has such pretty images in it. You guys have all seen it before. I just love it. I mean, the backs of the cards are gorge, right? All these lovely like herbs and so forth. I love it. My crystals are always charging on my plate. Now, speaking of crystals, I have a funny little tidbit to share. See, I got some of them right here. My fluorite and my tiger's eye. And my amethyst was on there. Now, a good friend of mine told me that, you know, wear your crystals on your body. Okay? I gotta light a cigarette. This is too funny. I mean, it's a good way to, like, you know, sort of wind down. I think this is funny. I hope you guys think it's funny. And when I was having, you know, such a tough time over these last few months, intermittently, I would just be like, I need some extra help, right? So I'd come back here and I grab all my crystals, because I mean, I don't have a lot, but like they're all in here, right? So like I mean, right, there's like a lot, there's a few, right? And I would put them in my bra. You know, sometimes there's 2, sometimes there's 10, you know, whatever. And I mean, I realize this is TMI, but we're friends, so we can share these things, right? So I don't know, like this isn't like one time after another, but I'm just like pulling out what I remember. So like I'm in the living room and no, actually we were sitting out the front, and I stood up and I was like, whoop, lost a crystal. Everyone's like, you know, on their hands and knees looking for my crystal. Last week I decided I wanted to vacuum. You know how like you pull the couch cushions apart and vacuum inside? I wasn't looking for loose change, and FYI, I didn't find any either, but I did find 2 crystals. Constantly, my husband's underneath this day bed here looking for my crystals because I've dropped them. You know, because I'm not very well endowed, that they just, you know, too many crystals. I move one way and they just all fall out. So, I'm sorry to share that, because that is way too much information, but I shared that because Tammy asked about anyone charging their crystals, and it made me think of it. So I don't have a lot of crystals on my charging plate because they're all in here. I almost choked on my gum. That was funny. I mean, not the choking part, what I said. So yeah. So right now I have, hold on a second. I have my smoky quartz, my clear quartz, and a little amethyst. That's what I was wearing today. I think that's it. Yes, that's all. I bought this. You guys know I was on a trip to the crystal store, I think, with all of you guys, and I bought my charging station here, and it's really heavy, really heavy. But I have them all on here. I change them every once in a while because I have so many of them in my little container that I change them out every once in a while and put them up there. But you can always cleanse them. You can wipe them off with a like a dry sort of microfiber cloth, right? And put them out under the moonlight. I used to put mine on like the windowsill and let the moonlight sort of come through and charge them, because I wasn't too sure about, you know, which stones could be left in the sun or the moon or the whatever, or get wet or whatever. So they're made of my charging plate's made out of selenite. Selenite. Like this stone can't get wet. It'll like dissolve. It wasn't cheap either, by the way. I mean, not that I'm knocking it because I love it. I'm just saying, like, I was kind of like, yikes. Yikes. But why I got it was just because I was starting to accumulate a lot of crystals. And I wanted to, you know, have a place rather than lining them all up on the windowsill, because, you know, I do have 3 cats and they think that my crystals are like little toys. And you guys know the whole story about Austin taking the potatoes out of the basket of potatoes, and like we're finding them under the couch and stuff. So like we can't leave my crystals around because Austin will try to eat them. Cami says, mine is in the back deck until I wake up to pee in a couple hours. Laugh out loud. Selenite is also good on a nightstand. Yeah, there's some crystals that they say are super, super good for like different places in your house to promote different things. You know, like a good sleep or just happier energy or etc. I'm not well versed on crystals. I know what I know, and that's really all I know. Isadora says, I read you shouldn't put amethyst in the sun because it will fade. It's quite possible. I have a collection of really interesting stones. Some of them I know, some of them I don't. Like I recently got this one. This is a while back, but this is a peridot, which is my birthstone. So it's just beautiful green stone. Can you guys see that okay? Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I have a blue quartz. Looks like a giant Smartie to me. I also have a rose quartz here, which is like they look like Smarties. I love them. I have a my little snowflake obsidian. I love that one. I have this stone here, which I think is absolutely stunning. If you guys can see it, it's this beautiful, like bluey, turquoisey kind of vibe. I cannot remember what the heck the name of it is. It starts with a D, and it's supposed to be, you know, like to help you with like third eye connection, spiritual kind of stuff. Only you can tell me whether you think it works or not. I have this lovely stone, and I have no idea what it's called. It's absolutely stunning. Beautiful. I recently got this one, and it's like a blacky, purpley, bluey kind of color with this beautiful, like, sort of stripe on it. Again, I don't remember what that's called. got hematite. I've got my pyrite. I've got my green aventurine, or not aventurine. I can't remember what that's called. This is my aventurine. Got my lapis lazuli, my yellow calcite, my yellow calcite, my rose quartz, carnelian, another calcite, this square green thing, which I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful. Got this, I love this stone, but it doesn't show up really good. It's a peacock ore. It's gorge. I've got this one here. I don't know what this is. I love the shape. It looks like a big old gumball. It's got beautiful flecks, which don't reflect well in the camera, but there's gorgeous, like an iridescent sort of flecky kind of job in it. Beautiful. And I've got my amethyst and my fluorite and my selenite and my selenite and my rose quartz and a bunch of other things in here. My lava rock. This is my my garnet. Or no, sorry, this is the bloodstone. This is my garnet, I think. Got my onyx. You know. Oh, cool, Tammy. That's cool that you made a grid. I love that. I love that. Tired now. So, I will be back on Sunday, and remember that I've got a new spread that I did. So we're going to, or that I created or whatever that I came up with, that we're going to do that on Sunday. That's at 7 o'clock. Hopefully we'll be outside back there in the enclosure. If it's not too humid, it's fine. Like, even if it rains, I can sit back there because, like, I have a roof and walls. But if it's hot during the daytime, then it's super, super warm in there. And I'll be like a wilted cornflake. So I can't read like that. So we'll do that. Of course, the Sunday Oracle message comes out. Don't forget, there's daily readings going out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if you're interested. So check those out. And I can't say when I'm going to be doing lives. Usually in advance. I try like not to overplan myself. So 7 p.m. Eastern. I can't remember what time zone are you in, Lady Silver? I think we're like an hour apart, aren't we? It's 76 outside at 11:26. What's it say here? What does it say here? Because this is the first night that it'll be like less than like 90. So there's that. The weather, honestly. Okay, so it's 19 here. Feels like 19. So 20 and 20 is 40 plus 30 is 70. So it's like 68 degrees-ish here, Fahrenheit. So there's that. Tomorrow, what does it say for tomorrow? So tomorrow afternoon is feels like 29. So it's going to be like 88 degrees tomorrow in the rain. Yay. All right, whenever you can join us is amazing. It was so good to see everybody. Thank you so much, everyone, for popping in. Emerald Buddha, thank you so much again for your most generous donation. I am so touched by that. That was incredibly kind. I just appreciate you all so much, and I'm so grateful that we were able to spend some time together and have a chat and just sort of catch up. It was wonderful. I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend, and first weekend of summer. Woohoo! Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I will see you when we see each other next. And until then, I wish you many blessings. Thank you so much, everybody. Mwah. Bye.